Hi there, this is Save with Crypto. Okay, so I just want to do a quick update on the $200 challenge, which is obviously taken a bit of a battering over the last sort of week. But yeah, anyway, we're back over $200. So, back where we started in January. So I posted this morning in the Telegram group just saying that I was going to do a little scalp at 24,258. I actually posted that wrong. First thing I said 25,258, but hopefully you looked at the image and saw the actual price that I went in at. Anyway, so that one failed, yeah, and I put another order in a bit lower. I'll just show you why I did these. So this is the chart. This is on TradingView. If you haven't got TradingView, you can get it for free by going to savewithcrypto.org/TV. And if you do decide to go for the pro version, you get $30 off with that. So that's all cool. Okay, so this is BTC USD on the ByBit chart. That's the ByBit perpetual contract one, and it's the 5-minute time frame. Okay, so this is the entry I went in at this morning. This one here that says SWC2. That's Save the Crypto 2, my second ByBit account. That's the one I used for the $200 challenge. So a few things really. One is I was looking at this indicator that I've not used for a while. It's this one called Hull Sweep by InSilico. Now I used this at the start of the $200 challenge back in January, because what I really like about it is you can do stuff on the 5-minute chart. So you can look here and you can see this band here, this red thing. I'll just turn it on and off so you can see what I'm on about. Yeah, that one. Okay, so this kind of band here, this kind of red thing coming down here. Now when that starts to turn to green, it's normally like confirmation that the direction has kind of temporarily changed, and on the 5-minute time frame, I think that's quite a reasonable thing to look at. I mean, if you look back in the past, say for example, this is not that far in the past, is it? It's only like going back to Monday. That's yesterday, isn't it? Okay, so this one here, let's just turn off WaveEdge. Might be confusing some people. So for example, where it went green here, that was down at 21,949. Then it had a lovely rise up there. Then it went green again here. That was a little rise, not particularly big. And there are little ones within it, kind of little ones like here, where it didn't particularly go up very much. What I'm looking for is a kind of very strong like red coming down and then hopefully turning to green. So that's what happened this morning just here, which is why I decided to go long just here. I'm not planning being long for a long time because I think at some point we're going to get a bit of a pullback because we've had such a climb up in the price over the last few days. But while this whole sweep band is nice and green, I'm fairly confident that the price will go up for a bit. It might not go up for a long time, but at the moment I think it will. So where did I get my other price from? Well, that was just from the VWAP. So this is the VWAP standard deviation bands version 2 mod, and the other value I got, I think it was down here somewhere. Let me just check. Okay, so this is the trade. So the second entry I've got is at 24,023. Yeah, so that's kind of around about the bottom of this green band here. So if the price was to come down there, it would pick up that second order and then kind of average in a price. That said, what I might do very shortly, because I'm going to go out in about an hour and a half's time, if this is something like, say, 20% in profit, I'm going to put a stop loss at kind of 10%, which would probably be about 24,387, something like that. Because I'm going to go out and I'm not going to be looking at the chart, I'm going to be gone for about 3 hours. So, if this comes down, I want to make sure I make a little profit and not lose anything. So yeah, I think the whole suite indicator is quite useful actually. So might be one worth looking at. As I say, it was one of the ones that I used at the very, very start of the $200 challenge back in January, which is when I did exceptionally well because I went for that 200 up to 1,000 quite quickly. And really hoping I can do that again, but we'll have to see what happens. I mean, overall, if we zoom out, say go to the 4 hour, I mean, that looks to me like it's not going to go up forever. It's got to have a pullback at some point, isn't it? So don't be surprised if that happens. And this afternoon, the CPI data or something like that? One of them Fed things is going to happen, which is going to do something to the market. It normally just goes one direction massively, then goes the other direction massively. So, it kind of wipes out everybody who is trying to second guess what's going to happen. So for that reason, I want to make sure that I'm either not in a trade by then or in a trade that's protected, like with the stop loss in profit. So that's what I'm doing there. Now, yesterday, Jordan, that Martini guy, mentioned me a couple of times on his stream, so thanks very much for that. And he was saying that I haven't done an XTP video for a while. Okay, no particular reason, to be honest, just that I haven't got any, major news about XTP. But what I thought I'd do later on, maybe today or maybe tomorrow, is I'm going to get XTP, so that's TAP Global. And you can get the app by going to savewith.crypto.org/tap. I'm going to get TAP Global, which I've got the titanium version. So that's the one where you have to stake, I think it's half a million TAP. Yeah, so at the moment, the TAP token, which is called XTP, is about 1 cent. So if you want 500,000 of that, it's going to cost you about $5,000 in dollars. In UK pounds, about 4.3 grand, I think. So it's a lot of money, but it's not unachievable, So I'm going to compare the TAP Titanium with SwissBorg Genesis. Now, you can't even get SwissBorg Genesis at the moment, but if you could, it would cost you 50,000 CHSB. Yeah, so CHSB is 20 cents at the moment. So if you were to get 50,000 CHSB, that would actually cost you $10,000. Okay, so that's twice the amount that you need with TAP Global. And I'm also going to compare it with crypto.com, where I've only got not the highest tier, but I've got the second highest tier. And to do that, I actually staked 100,000 CRO, but to stake the amount to get that card now, it's something like you'd have to stake $40,000, and then to get the highest tier, you'd have to stake $400,000 worth of CRO. And CRO has gone down massively in value, so it might not be the sort of thing you want anyway. So really, it's a contest between SwissBorg and TAP Global in my mind, to see which actually works the best for doing things like say like buying crypto with fiat. So that's the experiment I'm going to do sometime this week. So if you want to see that happen, please do make sure you're subscribed and you've got the notifications set on all. And while you're down there, please give the video a like. Thanks. Now, while I've been making this video, you can see that the price of Bitcoin's gone up quite a bit. And we've still got this whole sweep being nice and green and nice and thick, so although it is getting into these red bands of the VWAP. Now, while this is big and thick like that, I'm going to not take profit here. It probably might be a good idea. In fact, you can see here that this morning, about 5 o'clock in the morning, it got rejected here at 24,924. Now, it's obviously going to struggle with 25k for many reasons, including just a psychological thing where people are going to take profit at 25k. So it may well get rejected a few times there before it eventually goes through. But while this is nice and thick, I'm probably going to stay in the trade. But what I'm going to do is set that stop loss like I mentioned before. So I'll just show you how to do that. I mean, you've probably seen it many, many times before. But okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is get rid of this order down here. This was the second order that I was going to use if it went lower. I'm just going to cancel this because I don't need that anymore. So at the moment we're like kind of 33% in profit. This is actually on 20x leverage, which is probably a bit irresponsible, but that's how I felt this morning. So there you go. So that's about 40% in profit. So 10% is going to be something like 24,370. Say, let's try that. So if I go here, I'm just putting here 24,370. Now I'm doing this because if you put in these percentages here, that goes negative. So that's for the proper use of a stop loss, where you would be framing your trade properly, and if it goes negative, you come out and you lose a bit of money. Now I don't want to lose any money here, so I want to make sure that this is in profit. So that's why I put the figure in there. And then I just check it here, you see. So it says your expected profit will be 0.000 whatever. Return on investment 9.19%. Now I want to make that 10% because I'm on 20x leverage. And I always reckon kind of like if you're on 5x leverage, then 2% is okay, 2.5% is better. If you're on 10x leverage, I like to see like 4% profit minimum. And with something like 20x, I don't know. I think 10% is a reasonable profit to make. So I'm just going to push this up so it says 10%. There you go. So 24380. I'm just going to do a screenshot of this and just put this in the Telegram group just so people know what I've done, because I'm documenting every part of this journey in the Telegram group. And if you want to be part of that, just go to savewith.crypto.org/TG. And it's one of those Telegram groups where you can't post, so it's just you just see my announcements. The reason for that is I just haven't got time to deal with spammers and shillers really. So that's the way it works, and most people seem happy with it. So yeah, this is looking good, like, you know, $47 in profit. The overall assets up to 281. Anyway, talking about irresponsible trading, look at this one from yesterday. This is what have we got? This is a long. I went long at. Well, I actually went long at a few different places actually, but my average entry is 24,139, which is not that far ago, is it really? But I did it on 40x leverage, which is pretty insane, really. And I was actually only playing with $750. And now $831 in profit, which is 111%, which is great, isn't it? This is the sort of thing I want to achieve with the challenge account. But obviously, you know, if I start doing this kind of thing in front of you guys, then you know, I don't want people trading with 40x leverage. That's quite an insane thing to do. So you know, do bear in mind that everything here is just for fun. It's not financial advice, and please do your own research and make sure you understand what trading's all about. Anyway, so that's what I'm doing there. You know, yeah, if I was Crypto, I'd be sort of there saying, yes, here's my latest trade, $4 million and whatever. But anyway, it's not. So there's that. Anyway, if you do appreciate the transparency and me sort of you know, being very honest about kind of like what's happening and the stuff with these trades, then please do give the video a like and make sure you're subscribed. Leave a nice comment, and I'll see you later. And above all, tell your friends.